What's up, everybody? It's your boy CG Bullet, man. Let's get it started on the countdown. Let's do a hangout. See, 3, 2, 1. Put it in right. What's up, guys? It's CG Bully, man. Let's just start the hangout today. So, night edition, we call it the Graveyard Hangout. Just because I know there's people that still wake up around this time. So, we'll see if we can get some more people in. Maybe that he can go in. Let's just get some more people in the hangout. We'll see if anybody else will come in. I'm pretty sure there's other guys that come to mind, but we'll see. We'll see about it. At this point, I'm trying to reach up to that 1K very soon, you know. Down the road, I'll probably reach 1K, but it's a matter of time. One day at a time. Put in different content, change it up a little here and there. Little my videos are kind of comedy a little bit, you know. What's up? No flex zone, man. We got this no flex zone today. He's over here. You know what? Since it's my hangout for today, I'm just gonna drink my Starbucks, my little coffee, this little triple shot. I don't know if you ever tried it. Try that. I want to stay up all night, keep this routine good. You can come on in, bro. Try to see if anybody else will come in, but man, it's a long ass off season, you know. Sure, the Super Bowl was over. Still watching a little bit of the draft and checking what other prospects we can check into, but going into free agency, I'm looking at players that are pretty much trying to head their way out from another team, but the Niners and Kyle Juszczyk are trying to make a work in progress with the contract. So I looked at the chat sports of the Bay Area News, and they're making a very good effort on retaining Kyle Juszczyk to a contract. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But at this point, they're making really good progress. So that means he'll either get a deal done or maybe he wants another contract with something of his principles. We'll see. So looking at players. So, Alshon Jeffrey's going to be cut by the Eagles by the beginning of free agency, so that's going to be something interesting. I don't think any other team's going to sign him unless he takes a lower contract, you know, a lower one-year prove-it deal, because honestly, if you can't stay healthy, who's going to trust you? Who's going to put that money for you know? I mean, they're going to invest more in you as a receiver, but if you can't produce, you're in trouble. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Chilling.
Not much, man. I heard like the other day was kind of killing it over there.
Where at?
At JP stream, I heard it was going out of control. JP was showing me something.
Oh, I missed that shit. I was asleep.
He told me,
I had to catch it on. I had to catch it. I had to run it back.
Oh yeah, no, like he told me about. He told me this is what happened, and I'm like saying, dude, I'm not even into this type of movement anymore, bro. It's like they don't even consider me. Like it's kind of like an in and out type of shit. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna stay out of it.
No, yeah.
No, I mean, anytime I see these people in these movements, they don't even claim me that way. So I'm like, you know, fucking, I ain't going in. And then every time I always get added to a chat, I'm like saying, dude, then why the fuck am I into this shit if you guys are BSing me, man? Fuck this. I'm not trying to get into it. At first, I was kind of considering it that way. Now it's kind of like they're playing with me, so I don't even want to play that shit.
Well, there really isn't a movement, to be honest. It all fell apart.
There isn't. It's more like egos, bro. Like egos, like attitude. That's all it is. If it were me running the team, I would have made sure this shit was put put aside and put it in check. But I just don't see it, man. Like, it's just too much ego, too much finger pointing, too much of not listening to what's gonna happen. You know, that's what it is. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. So that's why I just move forward with it and try to focus on another type of thing. So like, I see your content's kind of building up a little bit here and there with those TikToks and some of your TTC beef stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked out some of them, like the one where you were doing that voice on TikTok or something.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of funny. You had that little squeaky sound or whatever it was.
Yeah, the Elmo.
Oh yeah, that was the one I heard. Yeah, that was the one I heard because
Yeah.
you were talking about the snow or something.
Oh, the snow. That one was like, the Nightmare Before Christmas song.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was the one you put in. Yeah, but you had different kinds. The one where you were dancing and some other stuff. Man, I mean, I don't know. Have you made any other videos besides that one? Because I only checked on the other one the other day.
I just released Beefs number 4 night before
Oh, I'm gonna have
last.
to check it out then. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out then.
Yeah.
Been kind of busy with a lot of family stuff, so I've been kind of like working a little extra. And then they've been calling me in.
Mainly camel and real shit.
That's all it is. That's like nothing new.
Gambler, I got some clips of Gambler this time.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, he was
Wonder if he's
attacking
gonna audition for the Sopranos.
Yeah, he'd make it if he did.
With that voice, yeah. Or yeah, I mean, so yeah, everybody's been going on Mosh's stream lately because they've been trying to like subvert his channel since his other channel's been taken down.
Yeah. No, he's sick about that, man. It was like 14 years of content just gone.
Yeah, he had like what is it like almost like 3K subscribers or something like that.
Yeah,
I'd be mad too if somebody took my channel
he
down.
had more than that on his Facebook when he lost his Facebook. He's had to start from scratch. He had to start from scratch like 3 times already. Like he should already have over fucking like 9,000 subscribers.
I don't know what he does on his channel, but he puts on a lot of live streams. So that's that. I guess some people just seem to hate his content most of the time.
It's because he was talking about the coronavirus.
That's probably what it is. That conspiracy stuff or whatever people don't want to hear. Yeah, but I mean, you have a right to believe what you want to believe, you know?
Yeah. 1 second. Choose per household. All right. And then I grab 2 gallons. My bad. I'm in here with my girl and she's on the game.
Oh, okay. No worries, man. At least you're lucky to stay at home, dude. I gotta be stuck here all night.
Oh, you at work?
Yeah. Wish I'd be stuck at my wife's, but gotta make the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny part about that supervisor, he can't do shit to me. He can't do a damn thing to me because I told him I would blackball his ass or get him in trouble.
Oh yeah.
No, because he tried to I guess one of the other employees was complaining about him, so I got leverage on him now, so he can't mess with me. Yeah, the funny part about him is he'll drive by and he won't even say a damn word to me now because he knows what I did to him last time.
That's funny.
I don't let it. I don't let the BS in the job business, man. I let it be known not to mess with me in this type of work environment and not have some guy try to tell me what to do on the job when I'm supposed to do one task only. He got all upset about it. And I guess one of the janitor ladies got all upset. She reported to the other supervisors. And he got all upset because I guess the main boss of our company, he got on to him and told him to cut that shit out.
Shit, I got a homeboy who's that's all he does is security.
Yeah,
He he
mostly just
finally
at the
he finally
mall.
became a supervisor.
Supervisor's not the easiest task to do, but it's mostly you gotta check all around these places all the time. But this guy has it pretty easy. He don't even have to do too much. He just has to drive by and go check around. That's it. Then leave. You don't even
See,
have to be
Paul,
nosy.
he lost his first job as supervisor because of one of his workers hiring a friend, and the friend didn't show up, or the friend showed up but then left in the middle of his shift. So the
That's what
people that they
happens,
had
man.
the people they had the contract with dropped the contract.
Yeah,
So
all it
it
takes
put
is
them
one
all out
person
of
to
a
screw it
job.
up. Yeah, it takes one person to screw it up. Personally, yeah. Like the one time we had a contract at the McCaffreys, it was a good paid job, but the only problem was one employee fucked it up by slipping on the job, and that's what screwed it up. Yeah, that's how effective our contracts can be. It can be one individual screwing up one thing, and that's it. Contract's off. You can just pay the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can go to work at other companies, but I'm trying to see like if I can go to the Amazon or some shit like that. Cause they're looking to hire some spots there.
Amazon would be a good way to go.
Yeah, they got $3 or $4 more pay than what I'm getting right now, so that's decent.
You can't lose a contract with them.
No, you can't. Technically,
they're
you get
gonna,
to do
they're
more
gonna take
extra.
care of you.
Yeah, they won't fuck you. So how was your day?
Just chill. It was actually boring.
It was really boring, man.
Yeah,
Wish
yeah.
we had some more other people to interact with, but hey, it's good to see you around, man. I know you haven't been on my stream before, but you only comment. That was the only time you did.
Yeah, yeah. I've been on your stream, just not in your panel.
Yeah, that exactly, man. Like I usually see you at Cousins or at JP's or Mosh's mostly.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever been on the Winnie Pack show?
I've been over there because real shit told me about it, and I can't stand
Some
it
funny
over
ass people.
there.
It's some funny ass people out there.
It's just that's not my scene.
Yeah, it's kind of whack, man. It's kind of funny at times,
It's
but
like they all talk shit to each other about using Wendy. And I'm like,
yeah,
man, all you motherfuckers are using Wendy, and y'all gonna call each other out for doing the same shit.
for nothing, man.
For real.
I don't get the deal of it, but they get all like they want that. I guess because our followers are starting to get bigger, so that's what it is. I know you're not a. I know you're probably gonna build up slowly, so it'll be a matter of time when you get
Yeah,
off. You
yeah.
know.
I don't like doing that clout chasing shit.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work for everybody else. They just have to maintain that success with that type of stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people do it just to get the attention of other YouTubers. That's just how it goes.
Well, networking is different. You know, you go to other streams, you talk to people, you know, be cool with people, you know, that's different. When you go out clout chasing, calling people out just because they got a lot of viewers to get attention, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, it depends on what type of network they run because they always have their own strict stuff. So it doesn't always like mean that they're gonna like
Yeah,
go in. Like there's other panels that don't let you in like that.
like I'm a Cowboys fan, so like I'm not gonna go to like my Cowboys family's stream and talk shit to him just so I can get some attention, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, there's a difference. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know. Like I've seen different sides of people don't like him on their own fan base. I don't know why, but I guess it's because some of them just don't like him personally. Who the hell's this guy? King Nigor.
This was worth it.
Yeah, I mean that's just a way to keep yourself neutral. You're better off that way, but you'll start getting more people coming around. Maybe if they start giving you some shout outs here and there, and then it'll start building up your recognition. They'll start checking out your content more. But you're not into that. I mean, I don't know. Are you into TTC or are you just kind of like neutral into
No,
it?
I'm in Fight Club.
Oh, you're in that Fight Club. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in the same circle as the TTC, just not the trash talk part.
Oh, okay. Just more of that Fight Club type of thing. I get it.
Yeah.
So you're the guy that goes to the point.
Basically.
Well, it seems like you and 214 are to the point, but they're not like none of you guys are TTC in that way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can respect
But
that.
like I've known 214 and Ready Red before I came towards to the TTC because we're Cowboy fans and we run in the same circles.
Yeah, that's how we always know. Like we know most of our other fan base from here, but
yeah, it started out with just football for me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
it
why I
started
got
out that
two
way too.
channels. I got my football channel and I got my TTC channel. I like to keep them separate.
Well, I should think about doing it that way, but separately, man, they might just take out my channel, huh?
What do you mean?
Like if I don't get something separately, right, they'll actually take down that channel like that way, or you just get two different channels that way.
Well, one channel is my football channel, and the other channel is my TTC channel. You know what I'm saying?
I try to do a multitask, you know. If it comes down to it, I could just use a secondary account to hold on until that one gets back on, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I like to mix it up in between a little bit here or there. Most of all, I mean, like to stick it with sports content mostly, but trash talk kind of gets people's attention more. So it's like, okay, whatever. I'll probably go with that and then mix it up a little here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, like the other stream you did with me that other time where I was in that trash talk battle, it wasn't like I wanted to come at him. No, I was just trying to come with peace, you know, and trying to be chill. And you know, he just asked for, you know how they say, sometimes kindness doesn't always mean everything. You know? I try to stay as kind as I can with everybody. Yeah. So like technically,
This is guy hiding in the locker.
yeah, I'm trying to build more of like a little bit of a comedy content a little bit here and there. I thought that one dancing video was kind of like a little bit of a hit right there.
Yeah, I saw that. Shitload of views on that one.
Yeah, there was a different one too. I just did a Stun of Shades and I did the wrestling one where I was kind of showing off.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. I'm trying to mix it up with WWE content or other wrestling content at some point. I might mix it up.
Yeah, that's basically what I was doing with mine with the TikToks.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a little bit of everybody else. Hey, I might even want to do something like you, no flex though. Do a little bit of that. Heck, I might even do what Darth Brothers is doing, man, doing that kind of shit. Get people rev up the skin a little bit. And everybody's got their own content, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm more excited for the draft in general, you know, because you can see who we get.
Yeah.
Free agency is just nothing but just signing players who are either more experienced. That's about it.
Yeah, well, I have a better idea of what we're gonna do. I mean, once we start doing something, you know what I'm saying? Like people keep asking me, like, "Hey, what are we gonna do?" I'm like, "Shit, I don't fucking know. They ain't done shit yet, so they don't."
There's got to be a plan.
Yeah, I mean, you got to read in between the lines of what they're doing.
That's how it works, yeah.
Well, once I see what they do in free agency, then I got a better idea of what they're gonna try to do in draft, and then after the draft, I'll have a better idea what they're gonna do once free agency hits again. You know.
That's just how I think that way too. Like once I figure out what my team's gonna sign or who they're gonna get, I got that idea. Ooh, we might draft this guy instead because we got this guy in free agency.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what might surprise me the most is we might just go defensive line again. I just think that it might happen again because we've been
Man,
going that.
yeah. I wanted Kinlaw.
I
I was
wasn't
mad
that
as
big on
hell that y'all
Kinlaw.
got him, man.
I wasn't that big on Kinlaw. I said, man, I don't want this guy.
I wanted him.
You know, I wish I had that reaction video where I had a while back, but it was taken down.
I was pissed
Dude,
and excited when we got CD.
I want to see Lamb.
I was like,
I
we
flipped out.
didn't
I flipped
need.
out.
Am I too loud?
Yeah.
I was like, we
No,
didn't
that's
need
good.
another. We didn't need another receiver. But he
Dude,
was
but
the
Kinlaw,
best. He was the best on. He was the best player available.
yep, that was the case because he slid down a little bit. He could have been a top 10 pick easily.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't. There's no way of explaining why you're gonna pass up on CD. You know, whether
I
you
mean, the
needed him or
Raiders had a
not.
chance to get him. The Raiders had a chance to get him. They passed on him and just went for Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, that's because he was the fastest one.
That's
That's what
they
I
always.
heard.
Yeah, he runs a 4.27 or something like that.
Well, that was the narrative that they always go for the fastest receivers for some reason. Maybe it's a coaching choice.
Hayward Bay didn't turn out as good as they thought.
Who?
Hayward Bay, they once drafted. He had speed, but he didn't turn out as planned.
Oh yeah. I know we had a receiver that was fast as shit, but couldn't catch for shit.
Lucky Whitehead?
No, I wasn't thinking of Whitehead. We just had him. I can't even fucking remember his name.
Oh, okay.
He was short. Damn, I can't
Short
remember his fucking name.
Wasn't it Tavon Austin for a short time?
Yeah, it's Tavon Austin. There you go.
Yeah, I remember you had him for just 1 year, and he didn't do much for you guys' offense except doing those
he
first
did
plays.
he did okay. He did okay in the last year, but before that, man, just I don't know.
I mean, he did good on those jet sweeps. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we get somebody like Jalen Waddle. He's got the speed. He's really good.
I don't know anybody in college. I don't watch college.
Oh, I watch a lot of it, but
Last
the one
time I
guy
watched
that
college, that was when Vince Young was playing.
oh, that's a long ass time. Dude, I mean, I'd be watching every now and then, but like the receiving class is about as similar to last year, if not better. There's some good receiving this year. Oh, hey, German lady. Yeah, like
I guess
see,
that
I
means
look
the
at
Eagles are gonna get a fucking receiver.
oh yeah, they're gonna likely cut Alshon Jeffrey, so he's gonna be available. The
Yeah,
only problem with that,
I just saw that another YouTuber said that shit.
yeah, the
I
only
think it was
problem with
Desert
that
Eagle.
is the only problem with that is who's gonna take a flyer on him with these injuries. I don't know if anybody else will.
Hey, what's up, lady?
Yeah, so I'm looking at the players that we might need to get in the draft, and I'm looking at cornerbacks mostly because I see that as a big glaring need. 5 of our cornerbacks will be free agents, so that's going to be hard. If we're lucky, we'll probably keep around 3 cornerbacks at best. At the least, maybe we keep 2 because of contract situations. Like Jason Verrett might ask for top dollars. Sherman is likely out because he wants big dollars. And K1 Williams might just go to the Jets because of Robert Sala's familiarity. So that might be the key factor.
We only got one good cornerback.
Oh, you mean Diggs or which one?
Yeah, and he's going into his second year.
You might need to draft that Surtain kid, man. Him and both of them were good at Alabama.
Yeah, but I think they might go edge rusher.
Oh yeah, I heard this kid Gregory Russo. He's supposed to be raw from Miami. And you haven't watched college football for a long time, but you might need to check out his highlight, Gregory Russo.
Yeah.
He's got that raw talent. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Alden Smith, but more
Man, I
better.
watched the draft shows that the other two the Cowboy YouTubers do. I just haven't been on them in a while because I've been going through some shit. So I need to get caught up.
Yeah, you should do. You know, if you want to get your content the way you want to build it, you should start on the draft, dude. That's how people start to catch on.
Yeah,
Yeah, do some analyze on the players and why the Cowboys should draft this player and why it's. I mean, like, what's the pros and cons of drafting this guy?
yeah. But
That's what they
everything
like.
can change depending on what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah, because it has to be a better offer. If the Niners are going to offer something that the Texans can't refuse to turn down, that's a possibility. I'm not even saying that we're going to get him, but hey, it's anything's possible with all these trades, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, nobody expected the Rams to get Stafford.
yeah, that's true.
Did anybody expect Carson Wentz to go straight to the Colts immediately?
No, not at all.
That's the weird part. Dude,
I didn't
part of the
think
next
anybody was
day.
going to pick his ass up, but there is a QB shortage.
Yeah, because of Jacoby Brissett's a free agent, so that's going to be hard for the Colts at quarterback. Man, I think that's where the Patriots might go sign is Brissett.
I was actually thinking that since Cam was with Belichick, that Belichick was going to fix him. Surprised that didn't happen.
It's because he's broken down. The offense is far different. There's not that much talent. I mean, don't get me wrong. Brady probably made the most out of that talent, but this
You
talent
know,
cannot.
hearing Bill Belichick's name, you just think alone he's going to make shit work.
Yeah, he's going to make shit golden. Turn that trash into gold. Yeah, usually Belichick's supposedly a genius, but I guess he couldn't do that with Cam Newton.
Yeah, I thought he would. I'm not a Cam Newton fan. I
You would have
respect
thought he'd
Belichick
be.
enough to know that he can make some shit work.
Yeah, you would have thought Cam Newton would have turned solid back to where he was, but it's not the case. He just played terrible. Maybe that COVID just ruined him.
I heard they took away his scrambling game, so he really didn't have shit.
He didn't have much. Like, I mean, if you're gonna have Cam Newton play with this kind of talent and expect him to succeed with that, I just don't see him as any other quarterback. If anybody else has that circumstances to succeed on that type of talent, it's either Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. Those are the two guys who could excel at that circumstance of what the team is in general. You can have a great defense, but if you have lesser talent and they can make the most out of it, then that's somebody like those guys, you know?
You know, I was thinking that fucking I heard they gutted everything over there. And everybody was saying that Belichick was tanking everything. And I was like, man, but they always get a shitload of trades in the draft. They always stacked on draft picks.
Yeah, they always are. I mean, when you get these kind of draft picks, like the way Belichick does it, like they always figure out ways to get players. They don't even draft mostly first rounds. They either just trade a lot down to get those second or third rounds and make
shitload of later rounds.
Yeah, and they make them into something. I mean,
and then I learned about the compensatory picks.
Yeah, those are like the ones who lose their players.
Yeah, they get a shitload of those.
Yeah, especially with the compensatory, it gives you like the stability to draft somebody. Like, you know, when you lose a key player, they give you those kind of picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does help a lot. Like, we just got third round picks and all that for Robert Saleh leaving, but he's not even a player. He's just a coach. So that's what makes it more different this year, because if you lose a minority type of coach, you get some kind of pick for that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Robert Saleh is not like an ordinary other coach that people will look at, but I guess he kind of counts as a minority, which he should be like equal, like everybody else. But they look at him as a minority.
Yeah, that race bullshit.
Yeah, that's all it is. But hey, if you can get it that way with those type of draft picks, then you're getting something like Martin Mayhew when he went to the Washington Football as a general manager. Now we got some compensatory picks for him too. So I can just wonder if D'Amico Ryans were to get hired as a head coach down the road, we'll probably get some compensatory picks for that one too.
Are you looking for a head coach?
Nope. I think
That's what I
we're
was about
good.
to say.
No. I'm talking about like if we were to lose D'Amico Ryans as like DC and he gets a job elsewhere down the road, we'll get some compensatory picks. But Kyle Shanahan, he's good. He's creative on offense, very innovative. But when it comes down to like the way he does stuff, he gets a little too much ego and controls the damn team a lot. So that's the problem. I don't have a problem with him as a head coach, like most of our fan base do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can do so much with all that talent, you know? Like, all the injuries, dude. You can't expect this guy. I mean, he makes the most out of them.
Nah,
Like,
I know, bro. I pay attention to your team because, the same amount of rings and all. But
yeah,
it was the exact same shit as us, man. We were just fucking decimated with injuries.
just like the Steelers were the other year, where they were decimated, but still were able to overcome it. But they didn't make the playoffs that year. But still, I mean, with all those injuries, man, it's hard. And I'm not even making no excuses about it, but when you lose your starting quarterback for a lot of games and it comes down to other players, your best defensive end is out for the year, and you lose another key player. It's
We
just
lost
a
our
big
quarterback and our offensive line.
Yeah, that's what
And our
decimated all the
defense
teams.
just was trash.
I gave up the most yards behind Seattle. Bro, I thought Seattle had the worst defense, but you guys gave up the most yards.
And Seattle was talking the most shit before the season
Oh my
started.
God, bro. I mean, we were all going through the decimated injuries where we lost our starting quarterback and then we lost some key players and all that shit. Your defense was already trash to begin with anyways, to be honest. Let's be honest. I mean, as far as your team going forward on defense, I mean, you got some bright spots at cornerback, which will probably be decent if you give Diggs another complimentary guy to have on his other side.
I mean, our injuries on our linebackers are fucking no tackles. We had to rely on two has-beens for our tackles. One gets injured, and the other one gets injured later on. It was all fucked up, man.
Yeah, Jalen Smith was playing like he was lost.
Yeah. Plus LVE
like, what the fuck was he doing?
It was all fucked up, man. It was a bad fucking season.
Sean Lee hasn't been the same for quite a while. And then what is it, Vander Esch?
Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah, Leighton Vander Esch.
Been injured.
He was good from the rookie year, but then he's been injury prone now. So it's like, damn. Like, he was supposed to be better than Fred Warner, but he hasn't been healthy.
Yep.
I think both of them are good, no doubt. But I just kind of looked at it that way and said, man, he was supposed to be ranked better than him. But
yeah, so what it was one rookie corner, Jalen Smith, Vander Esch injured, having to rely on Sean Lee, no tackles, no safeties. We never get any safeties. That whole defense just fucked from the beginning.
Yeah, you guys might need to draft.
The offense got fucked once the season started.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say. Like, the guy with what was it, linebacker? Was it Sean Lee with the neck injury?
No, yeah, that was Vander Esch.
Oh, Vander Esch, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, he was good on the sideline plays and he was like aggressive, but he looked like a poor man's Brian Urlacher when he was like potential wise he could have been good. But injuries have always been a factor.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised that Fred Warner's been the most durable on our team. Like he barely misses any games and he's been more consistent. And then we got this young up and coming linebacker, Dre Greenlaw, who happens to be a 5th round pick, but damn, this guy's actually turned out to be a stud.
That's nice getting those gems.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't find those Kittle was a 5th round. But he
And
turns
that's
out
why
good.
everybody hated Dak, man, because he was a 4th round.
4th round, yeah. They always look at
He's
4th
a
rounds like,
fucking
oh, he
4th
can't make
round.
the
And look
team.
at him now, the most valuable free agent.
Yeah, usually 4th round picks aren't guaranteed roster spot. Maybe likely as backups or reserves. They usually got to compete for that spot, you know?
Man, them Eagle fans were crying so loud for fucking Carson Wentz, talking shit about Dak.
Oh man, dude, I saw the reaction of their head too, dude. Like, especially with EDP, he just had that reaction. Like, what the fuck were they doing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be career over when the neck injury. You're not supposed to play.
You want to go in, Trent? Man, I'll let you in. I'm pretty sure he wants to go in because he said he would go in one day.
All it takes is one wrong hit and you're dead, man.
Yeah,
You don't play
like
with
look at
neck injuries.
And it's part of the way they tackle too. If you tackle reckless, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, and they put him at fucking Mike and on the middle linebacker spot. The worst spot for somebody with a neck injury.
Yeah, but I mean, he's supposed to be a later. Yeah, he'll be right back then. Yeah, sounds good. No, but like, especially for players, man. Like, why are you trying to be too reckless? Why are you not being cautious on the way you play the game? I mean, you want to play another down. You want to keep staying consistent and healthy.
That's exactly why Dak wasn't. That's why Dak wouldn't scramble last year, because he was playing for that contract. If you ever seen him play, he rarely ever scrambled because he was protecting himself.
The previous years, he would run reckless, and he wouldn't give a shit if he got hit or not.
Yeah, because he was proving himself.
Yeah, he was proving himself by staying healthy. So then you got guys like Lamar Jackson, dude. See, Lamar Jackson's one hit away from being done.
Yeah.
I mean, if he keeps playing like that, I don't know how long he's gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm probably gonna see a bunch of Baltimore fans that are probably gonna be chirping and say, "Why you fucking hating on Lamar Jackson?"
Just give him the lifespan of a running back.
Yeah, they seem like running backs, like they say, running backs are dime a dozen. But Lamar Jackson's a once in a lifetime generational talent. Just he has to learn to evolve as a passer and play smart, like slide down, like Russell Wilson. That's why Russell Wilson is still in this league, because he stayed healthy consistently.
Yeah.
You don't make players like these days, you know.
Russell Wilson's got all that Tom Brady, though. You touch his ass, he going down.
Yeah, Brady gets hit, he'll cry. He'll cry like he got touched. Oh, he hurt my feelings. Yeah, man. It's kind of getting interesting for a little bit. Yeah, so we got Andy Rod. Yeah, the Niners would have been a good team last season if they would have stayed healthy. Health has been the big concern. Yes, it has been, but the problem with the naysayers would just say, "Oh, you guys were just gonna fall apart anyways." Well, how so, man? We just play with so many. Dude, it's got to be with the training staffs, the way they're doing their shit, man. We can't even get a real training staff.
Yeah, man. Honestly, fucking your fan base was crying out for Jimmy G, saying that he was gonna take y'all to the Super Bowl game, and we all knew that wasn't true.
I didn't even say anything about it. All I said was, like, if he can just play consistent and stay healthy, man, that's been the issue with him. And he still can't even stay healthy worth a shit, man. Like, how can we win with this guy if he can't stay healthy?
Y'all knew y'all needed another quarterback, though.
I don't know about drafting a quarterback. Maybe just get somebody to sit behind him. And then maybe if Jimmy doesn't pan out in the next couple of years, you can get this guy ready to play.
Well, your team was Super Bowl bound ready before the injuries. If you had a super bound quarterback.
Yeah. And the problem with Jimmy G, it's always been consistency with him staying healthy and playing through these type of circumstances. Yeah. I see my team drafting an edge rusher in the first round. Probably so, because you guys do need some edge rush, and your secondaries aren't too bad. They aren't too bad. So it's like a decent group. Maybe a little pass rush would help your team a little better.
Hey, Andy, are y'all going to keep Taco or y'all going to release him? I need to know.
Yeah, Taco Charlton or whatever his name is.
Fucking piece of shit Taco. Soft taco.
Hey, T-Mac.
Hey man,
T-Mac in the house.
that's the
Here comes
only
the
reason why.
money.
That's the only reason why I wanted the Bucks to win because I didn't want Taco to get in the ring.
We got T-Mac
Guys,
in
how
the
you doing?
house.
How you doing?
Yo, what's up?
mate?
Same old, different day.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. These days kind of change up every now and then, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, good day today or kind of a rough day?
Hang on, I'm just going to change.
So,
It was
what do
the
you think the
Panthers
Cowboys
game. I
should-
gotta go run that shit back.
All right, man. You got to go?
You're gonna have to explain to me what kind of a big factor he was.
Like a big factor. Like, I
Oh man,
didn't-
we were so pissed at Taco, man, for being a bust for us.
I mean, he was a draft bust, man. I don't know what you guys even brought to even draft him. There was a guy you guys passed on, like, at that point. Like, I forget his name, but you guys passed on him, and he was actually a good one.
Yeah.
Which one are we referring to? I forgot that dude. Because you guys had a chance to get him, and he slide.
We passed on Kittle too.
Nah, Kittle was a 5th round. Nobody knew what to expect out of him. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know what to expect. No. I'm like, dude, I never knew it. I never heard of him until I looked at the highlights and all that shit. And I'll be honest, I didn't know he was such a thing because majority of the fan base didn't even know who the fuck he was. They said, oh, he must be CJ Beathard's little buddy at college. That's about it. I looked at his stats and I'm like thinking maybe he might have a chance to compete for a roster spot. Maybe he gets in as a backup. That's the way I looked at him. And then the moment he stood out at training camp, they trade Vance McDonald to the Steelers for a draft pick, and he turns out to be our starter. So, guess when you scout talents, you can find those late round gems. But
Yeah. Shit,
I mean,
we had Tyrann Mathieu and we let his ass go.
No, I think it's Houston.
Oh,
I don't think you guys got Tyrann Mathieu.
He went to Houston and then to Kansas.
Yeah,
I believe that's how it happened.
yeah,
because he played in Houston. Before that, he was getting a contract year that year, and then he got his top pay at Kansas City.
Houston's known for making stupid decisions.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien's not there no more, so they can't make any more stupid, dumb decisions. I wonder where Steven Rose is at. He's still live streaming, I guess. I mean, there's quite a few other Houston fans I respect, but the other ones are like kind of like, I don't know. They seem more like they're more optimistic about their dumb decision of the team in general. Like, what's there to be positive about your team? A lot of distractions. I mean, Deshaun Watson doesn't seem to want to play for this head coach, but somebody said, that he did play in the Pro Bowl with this guy as the coach, like on the staff or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's going to work because it looks like he's still holding out or something. So if Watson holds out, Houston will probably have him pay a fine, then he'll probably demand a trade.
So where do you think JJ Watt's going to head to?
JJ Watt, man, that's a good question. I heard Cleveland's more interested in him, so that might.
I think he's going to go with his brother.
Yeah, I think his
The
brother,
Steelers.
but I don't know. Steelers don't have enough cap space. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I don't
They're
think
more
JJ Watt is worried about the money, is he?
Probably so. He probably wants to play for a contender team, but Cleveland's not. They're not that far off. I mean, they did make the playoffs, and if the money's right, I could see JJ Watt going to the Browns.
I think maybe like in that part of your career where you've made your money and all that kind of stuff, you're just sort of chasing the ring. Just take the pay cut and chase that ring.
Cool. Yeah, go help a team that's rebuilding and make them into contenders. And it doesn't I mean, I get that you want to be a part of an established team that's been known to be contenders, but they're not going to pay you the kind of money you want anyways. So you
I
can
don't know,
make
man. If he goes to the Browns, he'll be in the same division as his brother.
That would be the strange part. They'll play each other twice a year, but I think it depends on the money. And Pittsburgh doesn't got that kind of money to give them. They're looking to keep. They're looking to clear up some cap space and try to see if they can get somebody. But that's the only possible fit that I can see is either the Steelers, but I don't think they're going to pay them that kind of money.
I don't even know if they need him or not.
Yeah, like at this point, Pittsburgh they got some other good players. They got what's his name, Hayward, Cameron Hayward. That's a good guy on their team. He's really good. Then they got the other guy. They just see. I don't really keep track of their team, but I know Hayward's one of their best defenders right there. Then they got Stephon Tuitt, who's actually decent, but I don't know if he's been consistent or healthy the last few years. Then they got Tyson Alu on the other middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got TJ Watt, and then they got Bud Dupree on the other side of the edge, you know. That's their key depth players right there and all the talent right there on their defense. And then linebacking core, I mean, Ryan Shazier's career was ended right there, but he was one of their best overall talent. And then now it's like, Devin Bush. Devin Bush is one of their best all-around linebackers now. Before that, it was Ryan Shazier, but he's done. Yeah, it's kind of sad how his career was cut short out of that hit he got.
Yeah, that's it, you know.
Yeah, those kind of hits can be devastating. Look at Nick Collins. He was a good safety for the Packers, and his career was cut short.
Yeah, one hit, one moment, and it's all over.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Chancellor could have played longer, but that injury just was the end for him. I don't know what made Patrick Willis retire too soon. I don't think the turf toe would have been a factor. I think he would have still played a little longer. I think he just wanted to quit because the coaching changes. I think that's my conspiracy of why Willis retired. Like I can understand why Willis did it because like years ago I was probably more upset about it, but then I kind of understand why he did it. Why would you want to stick around with a team that's rebuilding and going with somebody who hasn't even proven himself, and then you're going to start from scratch? I guess I could just retire and get the pay. But the only guy I don't understand is Anthony Davis, that little selfish dude. I understand at one point he had some injuries, but when he came back with something to prove, but I think he wanted to get some money out of that deal. And he just didn't seem to show it again.
Didn't you have Richard Sherman on your team?
Richard Sherman last season, yeah, we got him, but he's gonna expect some top dollars, and I don't think he's gonna get it. I mean,
people were talking about drafting him to the Cowboys, and I'm like, man, that's some bullshit. Because I heard he did trash. He was trash in San Fran.
At one point he did, but it's like that was because he was in a division. What do you expect from a division? You know, your divisions, like you always have those kind of players that do it that way. I mean, look at Deebo Samuel. He kind of jabs at Aaron Donald. That's a rival. I mean, like for certain players on your guys' team, you guys got that kind of player that does that with other teams. Like you got the.
Well, I'm not talking about drama. I'm talking about how he wasn't performing well on the field.
Oh, on the field. It's because of the injuries and because he missed some time, and plus he just wanted to play the same exact role he wanted to play. But we decided to go.
Ain't that motherfucker getting old?
Yeah, like I think he's 33, gonna be 33 this year. So
yeah, so like who the fuck is gonna pay him top dollar?
Yeah, who's gonna pay him top dollars at this point? 33 years old and you're losing a step. That's kind of like Al Harris territory right there because that's where he slowed down.
Yeah.
And yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't want to sign him as a free agent because of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And plus, he'll probably be a distraction too, from what I'm looking at. I mean, he's a good leader, but I think he just does too much trouble. Like, I mean, he's the kind of guy you could put up for a little while, but at some point he's going to start to wear you out. So that's part of why.
It's just a Cowboy issue because they like to do a lot of bargain hunting.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Some teams do it that way, just to build around.
Man, that's what they always do. They scrape the bottom of the barrel whenever they do free agency, if they do it.
I mean, at this point, he's not even the same player. I mean, maybe if you play the zone, but I don't think he's as good as he is when he plays other schemes. I think he plays better on the zone scheme. If you put him on a different scheme like man to man, I don't think he does that good on that spot. I think he should just switch to safety, man, so he can do exactly what Charles Woodson did. Charles Woodson was slowing down at cornerback, and he started moving to safety, and it turned out fine.
Yeah, that's what you usually do with a cornerback that loses a step.
Yeah, and safety is a little different than cornerback. At least you won't have to lose too much of a step there. But Sherman just thinks he can still play cornerback. I mean, that's his own mindset. Oh, I can still play cornerback at this age. Well, if you want to play a longer career, if you want to play a little longer, play safety, you'll still get your top pay.
Yeah, he's pretty stubborn. I watched him, I think it was 49ers, and I think he had a young corner playing. Might have been Witherspoon. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Ocalo is like decent, but he's just kind of been a little inconsistent from that time. I mean, we could bring him back because he's a cheaper option, and I don't think he has any value outside of free agency. So I think he would probably be the only one we probably might bring back. But I mean, Sherman's likely gone. If he's thinking he's gonna get top dollars, he's out of his mind. Good luck elsewhere. We appreciate your time. The previous years when you were in Seattle, we just had a dislike on you because of the way you treated us. But other than that, no harsh feeling, man. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I definitely don't want him.
I can see us getting a cornerback, but are we willing to pay that kind of money on Jason Verrett, man? Don't get me wrong, he is solid, he's good, but I don't want to pay a guy, what is it, like $8 or $10 million, and he only played one healthy year. So he hasn't proven to stay healthy consistently. Why do you think the Chargers moved on to him? Because he couldn't stay healthy. And the Chargers had a really good secondary, and he was one of their key players, but he couldn't stay healthy. Yeah.
Shit, man, I was sick when we lost Byron Jones.
Yeah. Warner has like the rookie contract, so we could work out something before the regular season, but I don't see him going anywhere else, you know. That's kind of like debatable. Are we going to be able to retain Warner? More than likely we will, because we can probably get a deal done before training camp or maybe before the season. So maybe that's the possibility, but at the latest, at worst, giving him a franchise tag after his rookie year, that would probably be the worst scenario. I don't think I see him going anywhere else. I mean, I'd be shocked if he did sign elsewhere next year, but I don't see it happening. We'd be stupid to let him go. Can't keep everybody else, but sometimes you gotta figure out what players you can keep around. Yeah, Byron Jones was like more of he was versatile, right? Didn't he play a little bit of safety, or was he playing mostly corner?
And Jones, he was a lockdown corner. You just weren't throwing to his side of the field.
Yeah, the Dolphins got him. He's doing decent over there. So maybe you gotta get another cornerback like him, but probably get one.
Yeah, man, it was stupid that we lost him.
And he wanted top dollar, so I could understand why you guys passed on him.
He deserved it. Everybody was just hating on him because he didn't get interceptions.
That's the way I feel about Jimmy Ward. That's the way I feel about Jimmy Ward.
But that's the whole point of what his coaching told him to do. They told him not to turn his head at the top of the route. You know what I'm saying? That's how they taught him to play.
And he played exactly the way he's supposed to play, but
exactly.
the stats don't speak for itself, I guess. That's just the way I kind of feel about Ward in a way. You know,
Yeah, it's just different philosophies of different coaching.
No stats into the show for it, but he seems to like show a little consistency. But just durability has been the issue with him. I don't think we'll probably keep that guy around too long. I mean, what is he like going to be 30 and he plays free safety? I think that's probably his natural spot for Ward to play at. I mean, I'm not too big on Ward, and that NorCal 925 knows I'm too critical about Ward in general. I just don't really like the guy. Like, he can't stay healthy, but he seems to like he's a good tackler.
Dallas doesn't care about safeties at all.
I mean, you guys haven't invested a safety since Roy Williams, so that's tough.
Yeah.
And that guy was a baller out of Oklahoma too. So, I mean, you guys should invest safety now.
Jerry does what Jerry wants to do.
Yeah, Jerry thinks, oh, I can find me a cheap ass safety. I'll draft one late round, see if he can turn into a stud.
Yeah, he makes it pretty clear to the players and everybody that it's his team.
That's how it is.
And you know, you look at the coaches and all that sort of stuff. The minute we get a coach that goes against the grain or against what Jerry doesn't like, and he doesn't have a long Cowboys career ahead of him.
Well, I mean, Jerry's just looking for whatever is going to be in good investment. He's probably going to only like spend on one or two good players, and then the rest is going to be on bargains. That's about it.
Man, Jerry make more money than any other franchise.
Well, he's got more money than
all. That's all it's about.
But he doesn't
I get
really
that feeling too.
But he doesn't put that investment on the entire team that he's looking to invest on. Like, I mean, he spent some good players, but they just haven't panned out and fit the system.
It feels like at times like, you know, let's make a buck out of the marketing or the merchandise or the ticket sales. But, you know, when he says, oh, you know, we really want to get another ring. Well, I see more going into the marketing and what's going to make us a buck as a business rather than what's going to actually win us a game on the field.
Well, since we had Troy Aikman in our Super Bowl years in the 90s, we went through this long-ass period of no quarterback, just shitty quarterbacks. Finally, we get a quarterback. We just get stuck with Jason Garrett, shitty coaching. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah, wasn't he your guys' backup before he became a head coach?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry promoted him because isn't Garrett's dad a scout or something for the Cowboys or no?
Oh, I don't know.
His dad. I think his dad was for a long time, and I think Jason. I think Garrett might have been the third string.
My thing is there's no cap on coaching. And we got the richest owner in the NFL, so we should be able to afford the best coach in the NFL. But we out there bargain hunting and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Instead of going for a guy who wants a damn cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Him and Andy Reid are cheeseburger buddies. Hey, doesn't he look like a guy who wants some cheeseburgers?
Yeah, he looks like one of those guys that's, you know, looking at your plate going, you going to eat that? You want that?
You going to eat that shit? Yeah,
you going to eat that shit?
Hey, I mean, you get one of those kind of coaches and they'd be like, oh, damn. Andy Reid looks like that kind of guy too, but he's more of a genius than McCarthy is.
I think it was funny watching Andy Reid and his mask problems all year. You saw that shit when he had that visor and it was all fogging up on his ass, and he switched to a different mask, and then he switched to a different type. I was like, that motherfucker's having issues.
I think the mask he's hidden under is eating some chicken under there. He could be eating fucking chicken for all we know.
It's like one of those nose bag sort of bucket things, you know, you put on the old draft horses out in the paddock, kind of just underneath that mask, just fill it up.
One of them horse feeder masks.
Like a mule mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they got one for McCarthy to wear on his mask, or he just wears a regular mask.
All right. Take it easy on my coach.
Hey, he
Talk
can't be
about
any
Andy
worse
Reid,
than
man.
he can't be any worse than Kyle Shanahan's disciple. What was it, LaFleur? Can't be any worse than that guy. I'll be straight up honest about this LaFleur hire. I don't think he'll excel after Rodgers. I think he's more like a Mariucci. Mariucci had that similar success with Steve Young and Garcia for that time. Then he just got fired. I think the only reason why the Packers hired him because of the Sean McVay effect or the Kyle Shanahan type of effect, or else he wouldn't have got a head coaching job. He probably would have worked more as an OC for a while.
Yeah, but having Jason Garrett is not having a leader. It's like having a soccer dad run your team.
Yeah.
Or a yes man. Yes, man.
Yeah. Bringing out the oranges at halftime and
Hey, the ginger can't be any worse for Jerry.
Way to go, kids.
What's worse? What's worse, hiring a ginger guy or just hiring a guy who wants some damn cheeseburgers? Hey, Andy Reid is in that same category. Belichick, I don't think he would do that. Oh, who knows? Maybe he is because he is a little chunkier.
You guys ever seen that Gridiron Heights?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, man, that cracks me up.
It is kind of funny.
It cracks me up.
The Andy Reid with the cheeseburger shit, that shit was funny.
I got to see that one, but I remember watching. They did like a Tom Brady, and he was Thanos, and he had all the rings and he had Belichick, and Belichick was sort of like the out of the Star Wars. What is it? The old I can't think. The bad guy shoots the lightning and shit. I can't think what
shoots lightning.
Yeah,
I might have to see that because I haven't seen it for a while, but I've checked out some of them. The one with I saw the one with Tom Brady where he was dressed like a damn pirate and acting like some stories or something. And that was kind of weird. I think they just had a good prediction of him winning that Super Bowl, anyways. So anytime you watch Gridiron Heights, more likely it's going to predict that accurately.
I'm just glad he wasn't with the Patriots when he won it again.
I really didn't want him to win that all period because then we're gonna hear that GOAT discussion, all that bull crap. Like, come on, dude. It's like this guy's been overdoing it. What's there to prove? You got so many damn rings.
Just give him the GOAT. He already got it. There ain't no need to talk about it.
Yep.
Nah, he ain't getting no GOAT from me, man.
You still gonna deny the man? Come on, man.
He surrounded himself around the soft era, man. Like you can't even touch this guy. So
I can't stand him either, but I can't deny it.
The unicorn GOAT, I guess you can call him the unicorn because you can't touch him. And he's kind of make believe.
Wasn't he like 39 or something?
43.
He's 43 now. But I think when he was about 30, was it 39 or 40 or something, he put up his career best season? Something crazy?
I think his career best season was when he was like 30. I think when he was 30, when he was in 2007, he had the best year.
What's crazy is they pulled up his stats and they were showing that he's been declining every year the past few years. And that motherfucker still won the Super Bowl.
It's not about the numbers no more. It's more like if he can still win the Super Bowl. That's what people look at. Yeah, he might have declined by touchdown passes and all that stuff, but as far as him winning championships, that hasn't declined. That hasn't declined at all. I mean, sure, he did throw 3 interceptions against the Packers. Guess you can make an argument about that decline, but he still won. I don't know how Brady would have done elsewhere, but I think with Tampa Bay, that's what he got himself into. He knew this was a team to win. This was a win situation for him, so it was more like, hey, I can prove myself.
Them motherfuckers invested in that shit. They went and got Fournette. They got fucking Antonio Brown. They got Tom Brady.
I don't know what the Jaguars were thinking. I don't know what the Jaguars were thinking. They should have kept Fournette and actually had those two backs to complement each other. Yeah, the other back is good too, but they should have kept them also. I mean, That dude Robinson's good. Don't get me wrong, but if you would have just had Fournette as your other complimentary back, could have had something good. Maybe Tampa Bay would have never got what they got. You know.
And they had Evans and Antonio Brown.
And then
With
they
Tom
got
Brady
some
to
other
throw to
receivers.
them motherfuckers.
They got that Scotty Miller too. He's not too bad.
That's
He's
it.
no slouch.
Yeah, Miller. Mm.
Yeah, he's no slouch, but he's solid. Then that tight end, dude, they got one of the best, most talented tight ends in the NFL with Gronkowski, Howard, and Brait.
Yeah, I totally forgot about Gronk.
Yeah.
Dude, that's too much. That's okay. That's the only reason why Brady won the Super Bowl. Or else, if he didn't win the damn Super Bowl or made the Super Bowl, that would be the biggest excuse on those naysayers on Brady. They would say, "Hey, dude, you got the most talent on your team, so you can't make excuses about this guy."
Yeah.
But he proved him.
I swear, every year Brady just, he just does enough for the first 10, 12 weeks, just enough, to get the win. And then about week 12, he starts to wake up and, oh yeah, okay, let's start throwing some passes, and then he just sort of gets hot at the right time.
Yeah, old man Brady's still doing it, but at this point, man, it's like, dude, you're already proven yourself. Why you want to prove it elsewhere? You got your 6 rings. You can just make yourself a first ballot. You could be on the Mount Rushmore for all we care. You're already proven yourself. I mean, you can say you're the modern era of what you are. You're like one of those guys that people can't duplicate for the success. But I think Brady's been doing this for too long, and sometimes this is what the NFL's been wanting. They've been wanting to keep this old face for so long, dude. Why not you just move on with it and just get with the program and let the next guy take over? I mean, you got 7 rings. You already proven yourself. You can make a discussion that you're in the Mount Rushmore. That's all I can say. And Mount Rushmore is among the best, so you can't deny that.
Oh no, maybe he was going through a midlife crisis.
Who, him?
Yeah.
What's the midlife crisis? Oh, I want to stay away from my crazy wife. Okay, makes sense in the world. Maybe he could have just did some GM job. Could have did some front office job.
What do you think he's going to do after his career, after football?
Probably Hollywood, acting. Most athletes turn to do that way, yeah. Like, look at John Cena when he was in wrestling for how long? And then he started doing Hollywood like The Rock is doing.
No, I think he's probably going to be doing the announcer shit.
I don't know about announcer. I think he lives in Los Angeles. So
if there's a spot available for him.
Dude, there's going to be a spot available for Brady despite it, dude. He's a big deal.
Yeah.
If you could make money out of Tom Brady, dude, if you can make a movie out of Tom Brady, people are going to watch it because they know who he is. So there's going to be a spot in Hollywood. Yeah, I can see him as a commentator, but I don't think he'll want to be a commentator. I think he'll probably want to be more like maybe work in the front office. Like John Elway's doing.
A manager?
Yeah, that spot where he can be for the Patriots or whatever team hires him. I mean, that makes the most sense. Or else he can just pursue Hollywood movies and make movies out of most athletes do. I mean, Hollywood would not ignore Tom Brady. And if anything else, they'll probably have a TV show with him.
I don't know. He's got to know how to act.
No, I mean, Brady fits the part. Like, you can put him on a TV show, and he can be like the main character, and people will probably know who he is. They'll say, oh, yeah, that's the guy that played for the Patriots and won 7 Super Bowls with 2 different franchises. That's how you kind of remember him, but Hollywood's going to open up for him because he's a big deal. But if he wasn't like such a big deal like others, then I can see why he wouldn't take Hollywood. But I'm pretty sure if you put him on a drama show, he'll probably fit in perfect.
All right, y'all. I got to bounce.
All right, man. I'm going to let this stream off. Yeah, man.
All right, I'll catch y'all later.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Do anytime. Both of you guys, I appreciate your time. It's good chit-chatting, Appreciate, I know you don't come around, Trent, but I do appreciate your company, man.
Oh, that's all right, man. the time differences between here and you guys over there makes it a little hard sometimes. But
Yeah. So what time are you? Like you're in a different time zone, so you're in England, huh?
no, in Australia,
Australia.
we
Okay, that's a different. That's a
yeah
different time off the Pacific, huh?
yeah we're what is it 8 p.m. Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now. So you do
So
have a
normally
different
like
time out there.
yeah. So but like the East Coast guys, I think they start streaming about like 10 o'clock at night or something like that, which is 10 o'clock at night their time, which is about 5 o'clock here.
Yeah. Like where I'm at, it's just 1 a.m.
Oh damn!
It's West Coast over here. Yeah, I'm still working
Oh,
out
you're
here.
West Coast.
Yeah.
Are you
East Coast.
California?
Yeah. California.
My
Yeah.
bro, oh my brother's actually moving there tomorrow. He's living in Western Australia, working in the mines, and he's moving to a job over in California somewhere.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, sometimes people want to explore those opportunities, but I'll tell you what, man, it's very pricey out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's working. He's working for a company called Rio Tinto, but where he's going to be located, I don't know. But
More likely, probably either in LA or Northern California, one of the two, maybe San Francisco, San Jose, one of the two cities.
yeah, he was like he was engaged to a woman here, and like she was fine. Like she was really really fine, and identical twin sister as well. And he just had it made. And he pulled out the ring and said, "Hey, want to get married?" And she's like, "No." And so he's like, "Well, shit, what do I do?" And I'm like, "Well, you got this job offer in California, man. Got no woman, got no kids. Go for it."
Yeah, you're encouraging them, so that's a good way to start. But I guess that proposal just didn't turn out. But give it some time, then it'll work out for the better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, at first when I was doing that with my wife pulling the proposal, I didn't know if she was going to say yes or no, so I just took the chance.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, as long as I get the blessing of the family, I'll let her family know about it. And then they just said, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't like to disrespect them, I don't want to disrespect the family and just be like that. I'd rather get the blessing, do it the right way.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Well, what happened was my partner actually proposed to me, and I'm like, because she said, how do you feel about what if a woman was to do that? I'm like, well, yeah, modern day and age, yeah, why not? So she proposed to me, and I thought, anyway, so many years later, I thought, nah, I got to do it. Like it's kind of like a guy thing, I just had to do it myself. So yeah, I did that kind of thing. And
I mean, it's a rare thing to do for you. I mean, come on, like a woman proposed to you, it's like rare, man.
yeah, well, I had an ex before this one, and we were together 5 years, but she was aiming at the marriage side of things, and like she was a great person, she was nice and all that, but her family were hell. And I always thought, well, you marry the girl, you marry the family, and that family, good lord, oh man, bad. Bad.
Well, we all get different tastes of people's family, but as far as the family I'm with, I mean, they treat me like everybody. They treat me like their own, so it's nothing like bad. I mean, they'll just.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sure, I got different opinions on what I feel about different stuff, but they don't like judge me that way. So it's like they just look at me as a good person.
Yeah, my in-laws now, awesome, absolutely awesome.
So you've been married twice, right?
Oh well, I never actually got married. I'm still engaged. But no, the one I was with one for about 5 years, and she was aiming towards marriage, but I couldn't do it, and broke up with her, and I've now been with my current one for 13 years, I think.
I guess some people just don't decide to get married until it's the right time, but they can still be with that person for a long time. So.
Oh yeah, I was petrified of the whole marriage thing. I just don't know. Like you know, I was heading towards 30, I think, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm never going to have kids. I'm never getting married. And,
It's not
you know,
too
you hit
late.
30 and
You can be a late bloomer.
get to about 30 and you think, yeah, it's not so bad.
I mean, you're young still, right?
No, I'm 40.
But you still got it, mate.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm like 32, so I mean, reaching
Are
up
you
my
32?
prime. I mean, I'm gonna be 31, but I'm like turning 30. But yeah, still got some years left in me, so still got something to prove. But when you're around your 40s, man, some people still feel younger in that way, and then some of them just still feel like they lost a little bit of their youth a little at that point.
Well,
Just
that
gotta
was
push
like my
for it.
partner. My partner hit 40 and she was in this whole, oh my God, I'm old and all that kind of thing. And I got to 40 and I'm like, damn, this is awesome. Shit, I couldn't believe I actually made 40. Like, you look back, you know, through your life and all the crazy shit you've done, and you think, damn, you know, I've done all right. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's enjoy the moment.
as you get older, you just mature more throughout the years.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, before that, when I was a lot younger at the time, I was immature. I did some stupid shit, but as I got older, I
yeah,
started changing a little bit of myself.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember I used to have fun with all these prank calls and all these little jokes on people back then, but then I started just changing my tune a little and say, I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
It was
No,
all fun. It was all fun until it lasted, and then I just had to stop it.
that's it. It just gets to a point and you just go, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just not the same anymore.
Yeah, like during college time when I was about to just head on out of high school, I just decided to do a little fun trick on one of the guys I was just having fun torturing with at one point. But some people would say it was kind of bullying a little bit, but I thought it was kind of like a little fun game. But I moved on with it and just say, hey, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say this guy that I made him do it. He listened to whatever I told him and he just did it, bro. And that was just like the fucked up shit I did. And you know what,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah.
I don't blame him for hating me for that shit, but that was a while back, long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're like 18 years old, still immature, did all that stupid shit, you tend to
Yeah.
realize that it's not worth doing no more.
That's
Yeah,
it. You know,
there's quite a few people I've actually had my fun with at the time. Then I saw them at that point, and I told them, dude, whatever I did back then, I apologize, man. It was just out of character,
Oh no,
Just
I did that with women. I was like, I went back with women. I'm like, hey, you know, hey, look, that was some fun times, but you know,
no, I mean,
yeah,
and in that way, I kind of did feel sincere apology for what I did because if I did affected them in that way, which they did told me how that affected them a little, I kind of told them like, you know what, man, it was just a different guy, I was
yeah,
immature and I just had different attitude, and I'm not exactly what they are, and they look at that side of me and they said, okay, you look like you're more different. I said, yeah, because I don't really do that same stuff. As you get older, you start to realize it's not worth it, not worth anybody's time. I mean, less people to deal with, less people to hate on. So it's like you move on with it.
that's it, that's it. You know, you find that you know, 18, 19, 20, and you got this large circle of friends and all that kind of thing, and over time you
Yeah,
start to think, you know, I'm not really a part of that group or that group, but you know, I'm going to hang
yeah,
with this guy.
I got a smaller circle, so it's not like the biggest circle I used to have. I mean, a long time ago, I
Yeah,
would be around that kind of crowd, and it just got me into where I didn't want to be at. So I just had to move forward with it and make some clear decisions on it. And then the people I started seeing around, at first they looked at me and thought I was going to be the same guy, and I just prove a point that hey, I'm not that guy. I know
that's
what
it.
I did.
That's it.
Every now and then, if they see me around, they just look at me and say, "Okay, he's cool. He ain't all that."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, there's some that don't that stay that same way, and
Oh yeah,
I look at that dude. I look at him and said, "Dude, okay, man. I don't know why you're still bitter by me. I don't know why you're bitter by other people like that. But I told him, dude, whatever we did a long time ago was whatever. But man, dude, I even told him, man, it's time for us to just put our shit aside. I mean, we went to this kind of school together. We were teammates at one point, but now we're kind of going at each other and yapping on some other shit. I told him, dude, I'm not even doing this no more. And he kind of went a little cocky a little bit. And I don't know. He still hasn't matured the way the guy is. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was an okay football player, but he was a big mouth. He was kind of like our Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
He was like our Richard Sherman, but with that attitude, with the mouthpiece. That was all. But that one time, like, let me tell you this one story about this guy. Like a while back, like during my senior year in high school, we were like during the locker room, he was trying to mess with me. And then one of the teammates even said, "Hey, you should just slap him right back in the face and see what he does." I came right close to him. The moment he tried to come up close to me and try to play that little bullshit game, I came up to him and swap him. And then he tried to get all pissed, and then I ran off to see if he can chase me or not. And then he tried to jump me from behind. I flipped him over a little bit on the side, and everybody tried to pull the scuffle fight out of the way. But I guess he probably still, I don't know if he still holds that bitter shit. I did it out of that purpose just to get him to stop messing with me. So I thought it was kind of fun to do. But one of the guys on the team told me to do that just for fun, just to see if he would react different. And his tune changed from there.
Oh, sorry, you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and his tune changed ever since. And he's always been that freaking bitter attitude guy.
Oh man, a lot of my old teammates, they still haven't grown up. They're the same people. They're just old now, and a lot of guys that you'd see, when you're 18, 19, you think, this guy's got enough to go pro. And, it starts turning to the bongs and the buckets and the weed and all that sort of shit. And a lot of guys had the capability to play pro, but they just completely fucked it up.
Yeah, it takes one bad decision or whatever they do, like they throw away a potential career that they could have stuck with.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've actually got to play against some guys that actually play in the NFL. I mean, Michael Kendricks is another guy I played against in high school, but he played for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And then Eric Kendricks is the Vikings linebacker. I played against him before.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another guy I've actually played against, but it was a long time ago. Like some Edison players, some Edison high school players, majority of them end up in the NFL for some reason or play in bigger college programs. So it's like we played against them before. Quite a few different other programs I played against, but there was I guess those are the only ones that come to mind because I can't even think of the other guy because I remember he did play probably as a like a returner or some receiver.
Oh, yeah.
It has to come to mind because I don't think he played too long in the NFL, but played he played for a little while and then he just like didn't even make the cut for the next team after that.
Yeah, it's funny, like as you go up through the ranks and stuff, like there's particular age groups that go on to play pro football and they're good footballers, and then you get the year after and they're shit, but they still manage to play, so many games.
Actually, Kendricks is still around, but I don't think any other team is willing to sign him right now with the injury.
See, the main sport we've got here is Aussie Rules. See, a lot of people think rugby, but nobody watches rugby. We've got our own Aussie Rules, and it's kind of like a mixture of NFL mixed with basketball, mixed with a heap of sports. Like mad endurance you need for it. But I actually took on the tallest guy that's ever played the game here, and he was just trying to think what he would be in feet. He was 213 centimeters, so what's that? 6'8", maybe 6'9", roughly.
That's like a basketball player right there with that kind of size. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we actually, because the game starts as a jump ball, and so me being 6'2.5", I'm taking on this guy. I got no chance, but what I did was I actually put the football boots into his toes about 5 minutes beforehand, and yeah, he couldn't get off the ground too well. So,
Oh, man.
little things like that. You get the spikes and just run it down the ankles, but I mean, it happens. You give and take.
Yeah, rugby's pretty physical. The only player I thought of in mind was that Jerry Hayne guy, but I don't know if he's still around.
Jared Hayne.
Yeah.
He a lot of our guys. The thing about NFL here is there's not really a clear path for us to go there. A lot of the guys that come out of Aussie Rules, as opposed to say rugby, a lot of them become punters and kickers at the moment. Through the college system, like Michael Dixon, who he's the punter for Seattle, I think.
Yeah, I think he still punts there, right?
Yeah. He was actually playing second grade professional here. He wasn't quite good enough to get a game, and so he went over to the States to try out, and got the job. But that's a lot of the guys here, go into punting. Like we've had, oh God, Sav Rocker. I think he played for Washington. He played for the Eagles, and I think he's over there still coaching. But these guys will generally play their career here in Australia, and then they'll get to say 30, 35, and I mean, hell, they get the ball, and where do you want to put it? How far? Kind of thing.
Yeah, we got that one punter who's from Australia also.
Yeah, that's right. I saw him. Yeah.
He was from Utah. He came from Utah. We drafted as a punter.
That's right. Yep. But a lot of it's funny. Like the Aussie Rules guys here, I'm actually sort of saying, hey, come. Have you ever thought about going over the States? Like the top salary for like the best player here in our pro league, he's only on about 1.5 million a year. He can kick a ball 80 yards off a step and put it within 10 meters left or right. And I'm like,
they make that kind of money just by playing that sport, and they don't even get the top dollars, none of that.
Oh, the money compared to what you guys get is just worlds apart. Worlds apart.
Oh, so that's a lot different there. So it's probably more affordable out there, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Some things are, like, trying to think. Our real estate's crazy.
So it must be crazy just to buy a house down there.
Oh, it's gotten to the point now where anybody that's say 19, 20 that want to get into the market, it's pretty much gone. The average house you're looking at, depending on which city you want to look at, anywhere from 500 to 800,000, just a regular house. You want 4 bedrooms and a little bit of a backyard in, say, Sydney, Melbourne. There's $1 million. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Australia, they got some good cities down there. I mean, which is the best place to go to a beach at?
Best beaches would be Queensland, somewhere like the Gold Coast. Heaps and heaps of beaches, like really hot sort of weather. It's kind of, from what I'm told, it's kind of like a bit of a Florida sort of weather there.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like that. Which is the one that has like a pink sand beach or something? I've heard of that one.
Oh, not sure, but there's a few different ones. Like We've got one here that's called, at a place called Wineglass Bay, and the water. I don't know. I'd have to send you a photo. You have to see it to believe it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It literally, it just looks like something out of, I don't know, a movie. It's about a 1 hour walk to get to it. It's amazing.
Okay.
You've actually got to physically bushwalk an hour to get to it, but it's wow.
So I might need to check out the name of that. What is that name of that place? I'll probably just have to Google it then or check it out. Or you can just take a photo of it.
Yeah, Wineglass Bay, it's called.
Okay, so Wineglass Bay. Okay, that should be not that hard to write down.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to learn more about your culture, man. I mean, Australia seems more kind of like a really good thing over there, but except the weather's kind of hotter over there, right?
I'm learning about the American culture side of things, and I'm trying to sort of relate, like here versus over
What's
there.
the degrees down there?
Well, I'm in Tasmania, so I'm the small island just down from the main island, and our weather here is, I mean, we're the coldest. We would be something more like probably Seattle sort of weather. Lots of rain. A good summer.
So it rains more there. Okay.
Yeah. So we're more like, it's colder down here. We don't really get the hot days at all. Like, we may get in summer one day that could be 100 degrees.
So that's a rare occasion. Okay.
Yeah, versus the other places that's like every day kind of thing.
So you're talking about like the weather can be like Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. I'm just trying to think in Fahrenheit. Like a good day here would be about 60, maybe 70. Whereas the rest of Australia says, "Oh, damn, that's cold." No, it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, we're the colder sort of state. The hottest place is Western Australia, and that's like a really dry heat kind of. I think that's kind of more like a Texas heat, from what people say. Like
Texas
their
heat?
winter,
Ooh.
yeah, it's like winter time over there is hot as hell, and summer is just crazy hot.
Well, is it just hot humidity over there?
Well, you got Queensland, which is on the east coast, and that's sort of hot and humid. But then you've got on the west coast, Western Australia, and it's that dry heat, and it's just hot as hell.
Well, if it's dry heat, then it's either Arizona weather. It's what we call in the United States.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because if you look at the Arizona weather, it's really dry there.
Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah, it'd be more Arizona. It's a lot of that state is purely desert.
Desert is what Arizona is.
Yeah, like they've got the city, and then outside of the city, it's desert. It's mining. Yeah, there's just pretty much nothing.
Yeah, I've been down there. It's nothing but dry heat over there in Arizona.
Yeah. I moved there for 2 weeks, and I just went, shit, this is hot. Move back. Damn, it was like I think it was about 100 in Fahrenheit. I think it was about 100, 110 every day. And coming from where we are, we've hot weather. We don't see hot weather. We're more snow, ice, rain.
Yeah, if you were looking for your kind of weather, then you probably prefer going to Seattle.
Yeah, and I went, holy shit. And like you live there, and these people are walking around like sweat pissing out of them all day, every day. I'm thinking, how the hell do you guys do that? You go to work and yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. I mean, a lot of different climates and culture. I mean, you come from Australia, but you come from the Tasmanian Islands, so that's a little colder down there. I guess there's a different type of Fahrenheit down there. So Western Australia is probably the only thing that's hotter out there is like desert weather-wise.
It's just desert. yeah, you're pretty much out there with the snakes and the God, whatever. There's nothing out there. It's
Yeah,
just you drive.
Yeah, you guys
Drive for
used to have
miles.
these. Yeah, you guys used to have the tiger Tasmanians back then, but now they're extinct in 1986. So it's like,
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had them. Yeah, they got shot. We still got the Tassie Devil. Still got the Tassie Devil, and props to Warner Brothers for chucking in some money. The Tassie Devils here have got like a facial tumor that's pretty much wiping them out. And Warner Brothers were really cool because they obviously, they got the Taz, the character.
is there that? Yeah, I know the cartoon character, but I mean, is there still some around your island, or they're just
There
gone?
is, yeah. Yeah, no, there's still heaps of them, but they're dying out with some sort of rare cancer. And so Warner Brothers came to the party and threw in some money, and we started getting a vaccine. But they're only, I think, there's none on the mainland. They're purely just here. But they're crazy animal. You don't sort of
So
see
I'm
them
pretty
that
sure they
often.
attack people. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they attack people.
Oh, if you go too close, yeah. We would, they generally eat, if something's dead, they'll eat that. Like we've got horse racing here, so occasionally if we've got a horse that dies, we drag it, up into the bush away, and you come back the next day and the devils have just demolished it. Pretty much eat anything, except for they might leave a bit of hair and the feet. That's about it. Bones, everything. They just
They keep it
crazy.
like that. They must be one of those crazy wild animal type of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, different culture. I mean, I mean, Australia just seems more like there's different sides of the climate. I thought it was mostly like a hot weather wise.
Oh no, well, southeast is sort of cold, and then you've got the north and the west, and it's just hot as hell. There's no real, there is no winter really. It's just hot. It's just like how hot every day.
Hell, hot winter.
Yeah. And some of the guys that come on these chats and stuff, like I see where they live, and I say, Jesus, how do you live there? Like, I don't know, it's like 4-hour drive to their nearest shop or something, and it's just hot every day. Nah, stuff that. No way.
No way, man.
Oh hell no.
Oh hell, no. I mean, sounds interesting. I might need to look into Glass Wine Bay or something. I'll have to check out that thing. But
Yeah, worth checking out. Yeah, it's. I think it was voted top 5 beach in the world or something. I don't know. But the sky and stuff here, like we have no pollution at all. So the downside of no pollution is everyone gets sunburnt to hell, like constantly, even on cold days.
some countries do pollutions and they do catch on with that. But if you look at China, they're more with smogs. They have more pollution on smog.
Yeah.
I mean, because they got billions of people, so that's a lot of.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But
Like we've been
known
to be polluted in different ways. Like we leave a lot out there. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's funny. Like when you sort of look at the cultures between, say, us and say the Americans, we're more similar than say the British. Like I find a lot of the Americans that I talk to, they're like, "Oh God, bloody British," and we're like, "Yeah, we don't like them either." God, you guys divorced them years ago. We're still stuck to them. So we pretty much have nothing to do with them these days.
I mean, just by the flag, it just looks similar to the British, but a little different. Just a little more different design of it.
We still got it, and we voted. I think maybe about 10 years ago to do you want to, give them the arse and go our own way? And for some reason, the people decided no, they want to stick with England, which is weird. We almost have nothing to do with them.
But they just probably want to keep that culture, so maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Australia, it's just they don't. I mean, you guys don't got nothing to do with them. Before that, you guys used to associate with them, but it's not.
We haven't. It kind of changed, I think, around about, was it First or Second World War, Battle of Gallipoli, when they sent us in, running with sticks pretty much into machine gun fire. We kind of weren't really good friends after that. So.
Yeah, we used to be like that with the British, but now it's like whatever with them. It was a long time ago, like
we
1700s or something like that. I think 17 or 1600s.
Well, I think Biden's actually coming out sometime this year, because it's been 70 years of America Australia partnerships and stuff. So as far as I know, I think he's meant to be coming out at some point. But with the whole COVID thing, who knows?
Yeah, with that, I don't know if they want to take a chance with him, and plus he's up in age. He's really old.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but a lot of the, I don't know, like you guys drink a lot of those Foster beers, or you drink what kind of different kind of beers?
No, God, no. Foster's is like weed killer. I don't know what sort of the American version. Like I think I was trying to ask Mosh, and I said to Mosh, I said, what is the worst beer, the cheap nasty beer you've got over there? I said, is it Pabst Blue Ribbon, or is it? I think I saw some guy with Old English malt in like a plastic.
Old English malt, yeah, it tastes nasty, but that's like but the worst one. I mean, that's probably the only worst one we got is that one. And then there's another one.
Yeah, I saw that in the plastic, because we don't have beer in plastic bottles at all, and I'm like, damn, plastic bottle? Geez, that must be, Oh, okay. No, not Foster's. We're actually really lucky here in Tassie, because we've got two breweries. That one of them's probably the best beer that we've got would be a Bogue's Premium.
Bogue's Premium?
Yeah, Bogue's Premium. I don't know if it's over in America, but that one's good. You can drink a lot of them, get wasted, and the next day you feel fine. There's another a lot of craft breweries are popping up as well now. Those small little breweries and things. There's one called a Stone and Wood Pacific Ale, and probably one of the best beers I've ever had. But the hangover the next day is a bitch. It's you have the best night on it, but the next day, I don't know.
It's a hangover.
oh yeah, it's pain.
That's how you know. That's how you know you got a good hangover right there. That's how you know.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. That's it. But I don't know. Like I look for American beers over here, and I think we've only got Budweiser. We can get Miller.
Miller's a good one. Usually Budweiser's like one of the other top brands, but
yeah, Miller, Budweiser. I think that's about.
You guys got any Blue Moons?
No.
No, those are the ones you're missing out on, man. Is Blue Moons.
Blue Moons. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna see if I can get some of that.
Yeah, Blue Moons. They got different kinds. They got the orange peel type of flavor, but you don't really taste different. And then they have the mango one.
Yeah.
And then there's different kinds. I don't know if you said you get Budweiser and Miller and so many others, but there's
we get the very bare basics. Very, very, very basic. We get a lot of bloody Japanese beers and
those Japanese ones.
Yeah, and we get this discount shit from, I don't know, Latvia or God knows where in Europe. You know, the kind of shit that's like, you know, somebody must have bought this shit for like $1 a 6-pack. Terrible shit. But no, we don't get a lot of the American beers, unfortunately. Yeah, really only Budweiser, Miller Lite. That's pretty much it.
I mean, you got different ones, but like the only one we can get out of you guys is that Foster. That's the only one we get. I don't know. I don't know
God,
if that's
no,
like your best.
no. Now Foster's is like, because that's what I talked to Mosh, and Mosh goes, "Oh, you're having a Foster's?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'd have a Foster's if it was like 1986 or something." Yeah, no, God no. Foster's, you wouldn't say it's the worst. Probably not the worst. Probably the European beers are probably about there. Victoria Bitter would be the worst. Foster's would probably be.
Is that what it's called, Victoria beer?
Yeah, Victoria Bitter. Seriously, like anytime we see anybody walking out of shop with that stuff, it's like, oh man, you're either day before payday, or you know, you're using that to clean your driveway or something. That's nasty shit. Oh, it's disgusting. It's literally the bottom of the barrel. The beer that they make is called Crown Lager, which is a premium beer, really nice. But the bottom of that actual barrel is what they bottle up and they sell for Victoria Bitter.
Damn, like different pop barrel, but I guess there's a lot of terrible ones. But you got the ones that are like, so the Crown Lager is pretty much like the okay one.
Oh yeah, you pay extra for those. They're, you know, if you go to some sort of ritzy, you know, sports event or something, it'll be Crown Lager on ice, and that's probably the most common one. But yeah, there's a lot of shit ones, but yeah, most of the market now is all these craft beers. Like, you know, somebody starts making beer in a back shed somewhere and puts a sticker on it.
Yeah, like the Japanese beer I tried, it was called Sapphire or something like that.
So, yeah.
It was a weird ass shape.
Yeah. There's another one, Asahi, I think it is. Yeah, they a lot of the Japanese pretty much came over and bought a lot of our brewing companies, so heavily influenced by the Japs.
Yeah, the one that you probably need to try more is the Blue Moon. That one's kind of good, really good. Like it has a.
I'm gonna look that up. I'll see if I can. Yeah, I'll see if I can export it. Or sorry, import it. See what they are.
Yeah, Blue Moon, it just has a good taste to it. Or Samuel Adams, if you like a strong beer taste, and you go with that one.
See, we always see this stuff on TV ads, but no, we haven't got Samuel Adams here at all. Yeah,
so you get the commercials, but you never get them. That sucks.
that sucks. We get all the commercials, like all the burger joints. Like you got this Carl's Jr. and God, there's so many. Hell, I think you guys.
You get the commercials, but you can't get them. That sucks.
Like all your commercials, we can't get. The only one, I think there was a commercial for MetLife or something, MetLife Insurance, or oh yeah, we've got them here, all right. But yeah, none of the good stuff, no.
So what's like your best fast food place down there?
McDonald's.
That's the only one you guys got? Nothing else?
we got McDonald's, we got Domino's, Pizza Hut, and KFC.
No Burger King?
Oh, we got Burger King. Actually, we do have Burger King, but for some reason they had to change their name. So they call themselves Hungry Jacks. I don't know what's going on. So it's
still Burger King, huh?
Still Burger King, but call it Hungry Jacks. Yeah. That's all we got.
Jacks.
Hungry Jacks. And it's funny, I don't know if you guys have actually got it over there, but they recently did this, like they ripped off McDonald's Big Mac. Hungry Jack's or Burger King did their own version and sold it for about half the price of a Big Mac. Oh man, McDonald's just absolutely, went right off. Brought in the lawyers and everything. I thought it was funny. I thought it was absolutely funny.
That does kind of sound funny how they're gonna just go with lawyers over the damn food. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man.
Dear. My battery is starting to run low. This bloody StreamYard just eats the battery.
Yeah, man. I'm probably gonna let my phone charge up too, man. But hey, I do appreciate conversating you for a little bit, man. I mean, you seem to know a lot of your stuff. It seems to interest me the way you're talking your culture and what you guys do, man. Kind of I mean, I like to learn a little bit of something new with new cultures, you know.
We're pretty much like you guys, but we're more. I think like when I've noticed with the trash talking, we're probably more laid back a little bit. Like you could, like some of the trash talk, like I see some of the guys go at, like you say that to any of us, we don't care. It doesn't, you could call the guy's mum a whore and all kinds of shit, and he's like, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, or go to bloody hell.
On your bike.
Well, that's what the British say. My bad.
Oh, the British, yeah.
They say go to bloody hell.
Yeah, no, the British have got their, because they've got their like the Cockney slang. So they'll say, they'll sort of swear in a different way. For example, if you walked into a shop and you wanted to look at something, you'd say, "Oh, I've come into your shop. I'm here to have a butcher's," which is butcher's hook rhymes with look. So they kind of do this whole rhyming slang thing. We used to, but not for the last 15 years. So when you sort of see in the TTC chats and things, like some of the UK guys, they'll say this kind of shit, and it's like, oh, man, really? That's like 20 years ago.
Oh, so you guys are just advanced, 20 years advanced.
We just stopped doing it. It's like, for example, the stairs. Instead of saying I fell down the stairs, an English person would say they fell down the pickles and pears. Instead of tomato sauce, they'd say you want some dead horse. It's just this British thing.
So different terminology of the meaning of it. So it can be it can be something completely different.
That's like, mind you though, with the American, I see in the chats and stuff, people go, "I'll be rooting for you," and it's like, oh man, that's one word over here you don't say. Like that's like going to a sleazy bar on a Friday night and going up to some low quality woman and saying, "Hey, you want to duck out the back for a root?" So when someone says in America, "Hey, I'm rooting for you," in Australia it means sex.
Oh man!
So,
all right, man. Yeah, we can keep going, but I'm gonna let this stream go on, man. But
cheers, man. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you, bro. I mean, so I could just say respectfully when you guys say mate, it just means like friend, or what does it mean?
Mate basically means better friends than friends.
Okay. Because I hear that word all the time from you guys. It's like you guys use that term all the time, like, "Hey, mate."
Yeah, I mean, we use it to strangers and stuff, and we'll say, "Oh, how are you, old shagger?" or "Hey, mate," or "Hey, old mate." Mate's sort of like friend, but you're probably a bit more mates. Or sorry, you're using it. It's probably more a good friend. A good friend would be a mate.
Okay.
Whereas a friend is just a friend, but a good friend would be a mate. Kind of like how I suppose you guys would say brother a lot. Hey brother, how you doing?
Okay.
Same level.
Makes sense.
Same level.
Same level, just different meaning of the terminology. All right,
That's
gotcha,
it.
man.
That's it.
I'm gonna
All right,
let this
man.
phone charge up, man. Appreciate your guest, man. You're cool.
Cheers, man. Thanks for having me. Take care, okay?
All right, man.
See ya.
See ya.